Well, I consider myself a very fortunate man today. I'm on hand for the grand opening.
Of what?
Of your collection, so to speak.
Oh, yes, of course.
You going to play?
I hope it comes
How
out nicely.
lovely.
Your wife sends her love.
David wasn't there?
No, he'll probably be here in a minute, though.
Your touch has improved, Philip.
Rupert. I was beginning to think you weren't going to show.
You know me better than that.
Mrs. Atwater, may I present Mr. Rupert Cadell?
Delighted.
Thank you.
Mr. Kentley.
How do you do, Mr. Kentley?
Rupert Cadell, the housemaster at Somerville.
I used to be.
Then you must have taught my son, David.
Well, you flatter me. How do you do?
Hello, chum.
Oh, Miss Walker.
How'd you know?
Brandon's spoken of you.
Did he do me justice?
Do you deserve justice? Well, little Kenneth Lawrence, how you've grown.
Hello.
Oh, now come, Kenneth. School's out. You can say it.
Rupert, you're the same as ever. It's awfully good to see you again.
Why?
Well,
Don't mind me. Very pleased to see you again. And that bears a curious resemblance to champagne.
it is.
It's very good champagne, too. What's the occasion?
Well, I told you on the phone. It began as a little party for Mr. Kentley so he could look over those first editions. Then it turned out Philip and I were going up to the country tonight.
You told me that, too, Brandon.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd make it sort of a farewell for Philip.
Therefore, champagne.
Yes.
I see.
Well, it's true.
You always did stutter when you were excited.
Well, I guess I'm always excited when I give a party.
Really?
Mr. Cadell.
Oh, Miss Wilson. Well, what have we here?
I got that special patty you like.
Oh, I don't like it anymore. Oh, no. I'm just teasing. Just teasing.
Oh, you're awful.
Thank you. Thank you.
You'd better get along with the carving. The rest of the things will be here in 2 shakes. Oh, Mr. Brandon, I found it.
I haven't the least notion what it was she lost.
Wonderful Mrs. Wilson. I may marry her.
Oh, it looks heavenly. I hope David gets here soon.
Yes, where is David?
I haven't the faintest idea, but he's so late, Mr. Kentley's getting annoyed.
And you?
Me, I'm hungry.
Brandon, exactly what is this?
Cassone I got in Italy.
No, I mean, why are we eating off it?
Oh, I've turned the dining room into a library.
Trust you to find a new use for a chest. One was always turning up in the bedtime stories he told in prep school. The mistletoe bough. That was always your favorite tale, wasn't it?
What was that one about?
I don't remember exactly how it started. It was about a lovely young girl.
She was a bride-to-be, and on her wedding day, she playfully hid herself in a chest.
Yes, that's right.
Unfortunately, it had a spring lock. 50 years later, they found her skeleton.
I don't think I'll get that playful.
Would you all please help yourselves?
Talking of skeletons, have you seen that new thing at the Strand?
Yes, I adored it.
Did you? Good. I didn't like the new girl much. Definitely Scorpio.
No, I didn't like her either, but her clothes were fabulous.
Simply divine.
Absolute heaven.
I must see it.
Of course, the man I have a passion for is James Mason.
Is he good?
Absolutely terrific.
So attractively sinister. Tall as the bull, you know. Very obstinate.
Really?
But I have a confession to make. Do you know, I think I like Mason as much as Harold Flynn.
I'll take Cary Grant myself.
Oh, so will I. Capricorn, the goatee leaps. Divine. So much.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, he was thrilling in that new thing with Bergman. What is it called now? The something of the something. No, that was the other one. This was just plain something. You know, it was sort of, you know.
It was right on the tip of my tongue.
Mine, too. It was just plain something, I'm sure. I adored it. And Bergman.
She's the Virgo type. Like all these, you know.
Oh, I think she's lovely.
I once went to the movies. I saw Mary Pickford.
I was mad about her. Didn't you love her?
Oh, the Virgo type, rather, like all of these.
Well, what did you see her in?
I don't quite recall. The something. Or was it just plain something? Really, something rather like that.
I don't believe you ever went.
If I were you, I'd go easy on the patty, dear.
Come on, Kenneth.
Calories.
Don't be polite. Philip, would you mind helping Mrs. Atwater?
I'd be glad to. You sit down, Mrs. Atwater. I'll bring it to you.
Thank you so much, dear boy.
I really must apologize for David. I can't think what's keeping him.
Well, he's only in town for the weekend, Mr. Kentley, and David is a very popular young man.
Here, let me help. White or dark?
A little of both on this for Mrs. Atwater.
What about you?
I don't eat it.
How queer. I never heard of anyone who didn't eat chicken. Did you, Brandon? Oh, you probably did. Why don't you eat it, Philip?
I just don't.
Well, now, there must be a reason. Freud says there's a reason for everything. Even me.
There's no reason, Janet.
Well, as I remember, Philip, you have a very funny reason. Doesn't he, Brandon?
Yes.
Now, I knew there had to be one. Now, what is it?
Oh,
Tell.
it's nothing too much.
Well, I think it's quite fascinating.
Come on, Brandon, please.
Well, it happened about 3 years ago in Connecticut. Mother has a place there, you know. We were going to have chickens, so we walked over to the farm. It was a lovely Sunday morning in late spring. Across the valley, the church bells were ringing, and in the yard, Philip was doing likewise to the necks of 2 or 3 chickens.
Oh, dear.
It was a task he usually performed very competently. But on this particular morning, his touch was perhaps a trifle too delicate. Because one of the subjects for our dinner table suddenly rebelled. Like Lazarus, he rose...
That's a lie!
Philip,